Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So what I've got here today is the Amazon Smart Soap Dispenser. It is a 12-ounce dispenser with a 20-second timer, and you guessed it, it also works with Alexa. So we'll go ahead and do an unboxing of it. Let's see how well they packaged it, what comes inside of it, and we'll go ahead and set it up. Let's test it out and see how well it works. So first of all, let's go ahead and take a look at this packaging. As you can see here, like it says, it's the Smart Soap Dispenser. It's included the soap dispenser as well as a micro USB charging cable. So this is battery powered, and you don't have to replace the batteries. You just go ahead and charge it up. The charge time is approximately 3 months on a charge. All you got to do is supply the liquid hand soap, and be aware of this. You can't put hand sanitizer in here. It can only be liquid hand soap, and you can't use the foaming hand soap, so be aware of that. It recommends a compatible Echo device as well as the Alexa app. Okay, so here it says the touch-free dispenser has a 20-second timer that lights up while you're washing your hands. This way you know that you're washing for the full 20 seconds that the CDC recommends that you do whenever you're washing your hands. If you hook it up to an Echo device, you can actually play songs or jokes or news while you're washing your hands. Again, here it's touch-free, mess-free, 20-second wash timer, rechargeable battery, and dynamic dispensing. And what the dynamic dispensing is, depending on how close you put your hand to the nozzle, will determine how much soap it dispenses. It's got 3 levels. The closest to it is going to be the least amount. Your second level is going to be, again, medium. And then your bottom level, which is about halfway down, will be the full dispense amount. So let's go ahead and open this up. Important information, safety guide, FCC compliance. So let's see what else we got here. Okay. Here is the soap dispenser, and you got your micro USB cable, and it looks like that's it. So the first thing we see here is the instruction manual. Shows the indicator lights, which is your 20-second timer. You got a pause routine button, the container, your power button looks like it's going to be on the back. Same with the micro USB charging port. It's got the indicator lights. The blue flashing means it's ready for setup. Blue solid means the setup is complete. And then for the battery, green is fully charged, orange means it's charging, and red means low battery. And then a white flashing means it's ready to pair with an Echo device. White solid means it is paired with an Echo device. And yellow flashing means it's connected from or disconnected from your Wi-Fi. And this is the getting started guide showing you how to connect it. And this one here is telling you how to add the liquid hand soap. Frequently asked questions. And here it is. You can see it's white. I think this is the only color it comes in. The bottom is translucent, so you can tell when you're getting low on your hand soap. Here is the power button, and behind the cover is your micro USB charging port. Can't even see the LEDs. I guess you only see it when it's lit up. This should be the motion sensor right here, so it knows when you put your hand under it. And this is the dispenser nozzle. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the Smart Soap Dispenser set up and ready to go. So the first thing you want to go ahead and do is power it on. This thing is supposed to come fully charged already. So there is the blinking lights, so it is ready to be set up. So now let's go ahead and go to your phone. Go ahead and open up your Amazon Alexa app. There it goes. It automatically, after a few seconds, it detected the Smart Soap Dispenser. So let's go ahead and continue it. Also, if this didn't come up, you can always just add it manually as well. Let's go ahead and just continue the automatic setup. So hit continue. So it's letting you know that the Alexa app might ask for permission to your Bluetooth camera and your location. So let's click next. So I'm going to go ahead and allow it. This one's wanting access to my pictures and record video. The reason is it may or may not want your barcode on the back of your instruction manual. So that's probably the reason why it's asking for this. So I'll go ahead and use it while there it is. So it does want the QR code after all. Let's go ahead and scan it. Okay, so I scanned it. Now it's looking for the Amazon Soap Dispenser, and it didn't like it. Instead of going through the automatic setup, I went ahead and canceled it out. That way I can show you how to do it if you need to add it manually. So here on the bottom, you go ahead and click on More. From here on the top, you go ahead and click Add a Device. Scroll through the list until you see the soap dispenser. Go ahead and click on that. And now you basically get to the same part where it was at when it tried to do it automatically, when it auto-detected the soap dispenser. Okay, so let's go ahead and click Next. It wants my QR code. Let me go ahead and scan that real quick. Okay, that's scanned. Now it's looking for my Amazon soap dispenser. There you go. Now it's connected. It says the first soap dispenser has been added to your Alexa account. Let's go ahead and continue. Oops, let's go ahead and continue next. Now it wants to pair my Amazon soap dispenser to an Echo device. So I'm gonna go ahead and pair this up with the Echo device that I have got in my kitchen. And it's recommending that you be within 20 feet of the Echo device that you're gonna pair it with. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's move us over to the kitchen instead, and we'll go ahead and pair it in there to make sure that they're close to each other. Okay, so here we are. We're now in the kitchen. So I'm probably about 15 feet from the device I'm gonna connect it to. So we'll go ahead and click next. So we gotta go ahead and put the dispenser in discovery mode. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and press and hold the touch button on the top of the dispenser, which is the middle button. Hold that until the indicator light flashes white, about 5 seconds. Okay, so now it is flashing white. So let's go ahead and click confirm. Now it is searching for my Echo device. Okay, it looks like it picked up the correct one. And now the Echo device is discovering my soap dispenser. Oh, it looks like the soap dispenser turned itself off. So let me go ahead and power it back on again. I think it's trying to dispense instead of actually, there it goes. So it was actually trying to dispense. These outside LEDs are the wrong ones. There's a smaller LED right here. That's when I should have been flashing. So I didn't hold it long enough. And instead it's been trying to dispense soap, which there is none. And then that, what you saw the countdown, was the countdown for the actual timer. So obviously it didn't discover it. So it wants me to troubleshoot. So let's go ahead and do a troubleshoot. I'll just go through the whole process of it again. Okay, now it's discovering my Echo device, or the Echo device is discovering my soap dispenser. And now the LED is flashing correctly. So it should find it this time. Okay, now it's a solid white, which means it did get discovered. There we go. Setup is complete. Now it wants to set up a routine to play music while you wash your hands. I may set that up just out of curiosity. So let's go ahead and set up a routine. And once you go ahead and if you want to change the name of your hand washing unit, just in case I get more, I'm gonna go ahead and label this kitchen. Okay, let's click next. So tap here to select the soap dispenser. After selection, choose preferred Echo below and tap enable. So let's go ahead and tap there to select the dispenser, which it is the first soap dispenser. When motion is detected. Okay. And now you can go ahead and set up a time scale. So this one's set for every day between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. And that's when the routine will run. So let's go ahead and leave it at that. So it's saying between this hours every day, Alexa will, and at this point, it activated it again. So at this point, I can add an action. Right now the volume is set to 4. It's going to play Feeling Happy playlist. Play Success 1, that's probably a tone. And then it's gonna say, nicely done. And it's asking me which Echo is going to be running it. And right now, let me go ahead and find the correct one, which is this one. So the very bottom was the From, which is going to be the Echo device that is going to do the playing. I don't know what the volume for is, so I don't know if it's going to let me hear. Okay, so it doesn't actually play a test tone for you, unfortunately. So I left it at volume 4. Let me see if it'll allow me to hear what this playlist is. So the provider is going to be Amazon Music, which I've already got set up as a default. The timer for how many seconds just chose some playlist on Amazon Music, it looks like, and I don't know if I can change it, which I thought you could. That's fine, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. Play Success 1, yep, so it's just a little musical tone apparently. After the 20 seconds are up, it gives you different option sounds as well. Sci-fi, miscellaneous, festive season, crowds, bells, buzzers, animals. So I'm just going to leave all this as is for now. Let's go ahead and enable it. So routine is created successfully. And now it's just giving me a bunch of listed routines. So it's empty right now. I went ahead and stuck my hand under it. Now you can see the LEDs are counting down. I don't know if you can hear it or not. My Echo is now playing music.
Nicely done.
I don't know if you heard that, but after 20 seconds of music, it played a little success ding, and then Echo said, nicely done. And as you can see here, the LEDs also stopped. So the routine actually played just like it was supposed to be. Kind of wish it let me choose what music it was going to play, but that is perfectly fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill this up with soap. Go ahead and power it off first. Okay, now it's powered off. What you would do, go ahead and do is twist the lid 45 degrees, then lift it off. And here's the device itself. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some hand soap in here. I actually don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see, right here, there's a fill line inside of here. Right where my fingertip is where the fill line is. And that's how you know how much soap to put inside here. It's really hard to read it, but it also says max right where that line is at. So that's the fill line for this, so you don't overfill it. And that should be filled up, so let's go ahead and put the top back on it. Go and twist it 45 again until it locks into place. And now it should be ready. All you gotta do now is just press the power button to turn it back on, and it's ready to go, in which case I'll go ahead and put it by the sink. There you go. You gotta hold the power button in for a couple seconds. The LEDs did a circular and it flashed, and now it's ready to go. And that is pretty much it. Pretty simple setup. The setup procedure did take a little bit longer than I expected. It probably took like 2 to 3, maybe 4 minutes in order to do all the detections between the phone and the Echo, then the Echo and then the device, and the phone and the device as well. But everything seemed to work out pretty good. While we've got this, let's go ahead and test just how close you have to put your hand or how far away you put your hand before it dispenses it. I did just fill it up, so I probably don't have soap inside the line yet, but let's give it a try. Let's see how close my hand has to be before it detects it. So here it is in the very bottom. Okay, so my hand is literally halfway from it, and it dispensed quite a bit. It actually dispensed a lot. So let me go ahead and wash this, and then we'll try again the next one. And what I'm not liking here is that the cover here does close it off pretty well, but it's dripping. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little bit of drippage, so it will make a little bit of a mess. See right there on my pinky? So it didn't completely close it off. I don't know if it's because my soap is really runny, and the clear soap that I have is actually a little bit thicker than this. So I'm thinking the thick soap may actually work better than what this soap is doing right here. Okay, so that was actually about halfway down the center, so that should have been the most that it dispenses. So let's go ahead and try a little bit higher than that, probably 3/4 of the way up, and let's see how much that dispenses. So there it is. That's how much is dispensed. And again, there's some dripping there, so unfortunately, I think this soap is going to be a little bit too runny for it, so I might swap it out for a different one. I do have another brand here that's also colored, so that's probably what I'll try using to see how well it works. Okay, that's the 20-second timer there, so let's go ahead and try the top, and let's see how much it dispenses. And there you go. That's the least amount. I don't know if that's the first setting or the third setting, what it calls it, but that's the least amount. That's probably what I'll be using because you don't really need that much soap. And again, it did create some dripping here again. So I am going to go ahead and get my other soap as well, and let me dump this back into the dispenser, clean it out, and then let me try running it with the other soap. So I still have the old soap in the spout itself, so let's go ahead and do a few runs in order to empty it out. The colors are pretty similar, so it'll be a little hard to tell which one's what. Okay, so I went ahead and drained out all of the first soap from the line, and now the second soap should be in here. Let's go ahead and give it a test and see if we get any dripping or not. I do want you to be aware though, if you put your hand under it and you dispense it, even though it's doing the 20-second countdown, if you put your hand under it again, it will continue to dispense even during the countdown. So the countdown doesn't stop it from dispensing more soap. So just be aware of that. So let's go ahead and dispense it, and let's see if this one will have any leak or not. Whoops. See, just like that, it dispensed it twice, and there's no leak. So apparently how thick the liquid is does make a difference. If you use really runny soap, hand soap, like the first one was, as you can see, I mean, this stuff is pretty runny, almost like water. Well, thicker than water, but it's pretty runny. And this one, you can tell it's got a little bit, it's a little more thick than the first one is. Well, actually, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I can tell by looking at it, the difference between the two. Just be aware, if you use soap that's overly runny, then you're gonna have issues with this thing not stopping all the soap and it actually dripping. Or if you use a soap that's a little bit thicker, you won't end up with any dripping, as I don't see any. There's maybe just little spots, but that's it. But it's not excessive like it was with the first soap that I tried. So be aware of that. Whatever soap you use, if you're finding that you have an excess liquid being dripping from the edge whenever you use it, try switching to a soap that's a little bit thicker, and it might work for you better. I do have soap that's even thicker than this one, but it's clear, and I wanted to use a colored soap just so that I can keep an eye on, easily tell when it's running low or not. All right, well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Again, this was the unboxing and setup, and I guess a partial review of the Amazon Smart Soap Dispenser. I hope you guys liked it. You guys stay safe out there and take care.